All right, welcome back. This will be my final pack out for Mammoth. So I'll go through how everything's packed. You'll see my previous videos showing all the kit in its entirety, broken down by each piece, but this is it all packed out. So first things first, what am I wearing? So over here, I got my AQ Pilgrim boots. These have been around the world with me. I really like them. In my train up for Mammoth, I was training in a lighter boot. But due to the weather, some considerations like that, and with a little bit of a heavier boot, these are still pretty light overall. And one thing I like about these is that they are not Gore-Tex. They have their own kind of membrane. It's not waterproof, but they have a pretty decent rand around the outsole. It keeps water out. These let my feet breathe and not get cold from my own sweat. So boots on the bottom here. Then we want the base layers and socks. So I have the heavy, darn tough wool sock. Can't really beat this. I have one kind of synthetic t-shirt base layer. I have a stretch thermal top base layer to ruck in. I have basic underwear. And then for my pants, these are from MTHD. These are the pants that is like the organic line to tactical distributors. I like these because they're a little bit heavier. They're going to help me cut down on wind chill coming through. Got nice pockets up front. They have nice vents down the side to help me off gas. Again, prevent me from overheating and cooling myself too much. And then I'll wear these pants with a basic inner belt, which is really nice because it's infinitely adjustable. And also there's no buckle up front that's now interfacing with your pack buckle. This with belt also interfaces nicely with my holster, so it's a win-win there. And then ball cap on top. Really, I gotta have a ball cap, especially shooting into the sun. Sometimes you gotta face that way, and this is the only thing keeping you from getting blinded. And then lastly, we got our watch, right? Basic digital watch. So the pack, this is a Mystery Ranch ruck. It's pretty ubiquitous in some places. It's essentially the same as one of their civilian packs, but they made it in this cool pattern. So the way I have it set up is I took the bottom here and kind of tightened it all up. So I'm not using this bottom compartment. And that's letting me get the weight up high on my body. We have the mandatory reflective belt because it is on an army base. Sometimes you got to do what you got to do. And then on each side, you got your rifle and your tripod. So we'll just pop the rifle off for ease of going through the pack. And what I've done is I have enough tail on these straps to enable me to get a good thing to hang on to there and let me tighten it down as well. So rifle, again, I'll link below to that video. And then tripod, again, I'll link to a video for that. And now you have the pack. So the way I have the pack kind of divided is in these two outside, I have warming layers that I might need. And then on the top, I have all the shooting gear. And in the main body of the pack is all my sustainment stuff. So I'll just unbuckle this and we'll go through on one side here, large puff jacket. All right, kind of like the standard big poof. This is for sleeping in. This is for standing around in. This is not for rucking in by any means. On the right side, we have snacks and fuel. I also have one of these little Mio pods so I can squirt some flavor and caffeine into my water along the way. Again, this is not what I'm grabbing when I'm rucking. It's just in here. So during the day, I can sustain out of here. And then I have the very, very ubiquitous gray PCU top. This is just a layer to kind of keep the wind off. Very minimal insulating, but it's kind of just enough if it gets super cold and you got to ruck for only a short distance. So then on top, in the lid, this is all the shooting gear. So I can actually detach this whole flap for you guys and just have that go through. So underneath the lid, we have a little mini game changer here with the light fill in it. This is awesome. it's still sticky, and you can see just how compact that is. And then in this, we have a few things. So towards my body, I have primary magazines for rifle and pistol. Again, if I only need one mag, I just pull out one mag. I have a sling for my rifle. This is a basic Viking Tactics 2-point sling. And then I have this DACA pouch. So within this DACA pouch, some miscellaneous items I might need, either routinely or only in kind of like an emergency. So headlamp with both white and red lens. I have extra 550 cord. I've seen a guy do an entire foot movement with a destroyed bootlace, and his feet did not like it, so I like to have an extra on hand. I have a knife. Again, you gotta cut some stuff open. You gotta use something, some tools on this. It's not super heavy, so I think this is a must-have. I have my spork in here. So this thing is titanium, so I guess the weight I added from the knife, I took away with the spork. You can get these on Amazon. I have a host of spare batteries for everything, for my laser rangefinder, my weapon mounted laser rangefinder, everything else all in here. And then lastly, I have just a basic Bic lighter with some tape on it. This is really for the dip well, if needed. Then in the larger compartment of the top flap, so this will be facing outboard, so I can put the pack down and unzip this quickly and get in here. You have pistol and holster, and I've added this bungee using that grommet, and now I can throw this up and keep my pistol more secure than it was before. Then we have the chest rig that we went over in that other video, all loaded out with everything I need. So that is everything in the flap. And then in the main body, up top immediately, so I wanted this here to keep kind of the weight in a better position and lock it in. I have this DACA pouch with all my ammunition, and that is 140 rifle rounds and 100 pistol rounds. Now we can get into the main compartment, and what I'll do with that is I'll utilize these side zips to kind of show you what's in here without having to unload everything entirely. So on one side I have my sleeping mat. Again, insulates to keep you off the ground, very important there. This is the same side the rifle rests on, so it's kind of balancing the weight out. On the opposite side here, let's see what we got. We got a few things. So right here are another warming layer that is super critical. This is everything that I have to wear after the day. So a long sleeve top, kind of something dry and warm to wear at night. Dry and warm hat, the police watch cap. I have a second kind of long sleeve tee that if I had to, I can wear that during the day. And then as we get to the bottom, we get to the least necessary items. So 2 extra pairs of socks. Those are all the extra clothes that I'm bringing for the entire event. I have my little shave kit in here. So this one's nice because I have my wet wipes, my toothpaste, toothbrush, all that is in here, and hand sanitizer, very critical. And then what I'll do during the event is in this outside pocket, I'll zip in my keys and my phone. So those things are all together here and they're kind of out of the way. We have meals. What do we have for meals? So I have them broken up by day. And then essentially what we have are going to be the beef pasta marinara. Each of these will have 2 per dinner, and then I'll have 1 of the granola for breakfast. So this one that was on top, this is for Friday, Sunday, Saturday. You have another small container here that's waterproof. Again, these things being waterproof is huge. Everything else can get wet, but closed and sleeve systems can't. These are big poof pants. So I can pull this out if I want to, if I'm standing around for a long period of time, but really this is for the campsite. and for sleeping. Over here. And then lastly, I got my sleep system completely waterproof in here. That is everything that's in kind of the main pack here. In the hip belt, we have 2 pockets on each side. So on the left side, I have gloves. I have a lens cleaning cloth, very overlooked item in many cases. So I'm definitely going to wear these while rucking, keep my hands from freezing, but almost certainly going to shoot with my hands bare. And on the right side, we have Ear Pro, watch cap, again for standing around, keep your head warm, chapstick, and that is everything that is in here. So pretty simple setup, keeping a lot of the weight high in the pack is typically ideal, and this setup is going to serve me well, I think, at Mammoth. Overall weight for everything is about 58.5 pounds, and I'm going to add 2 small Jetboil cans in here, so we'll be just at 60 pounds to start off with. Appreciate you guys coming along on this journey with me, seeing all my stuff. I appreciate all the comments. If I missed anything, guys, please let me know. Thanks.